It was claimed that the lost Bible of St. Paul of Tarsus, one of the important names of Christianity, was searched for during the excavations in a house in Tarsus 82 Evler neighborhood under a confidentiality order. Some MPs said that before this excavation, they had received information that treasure hunters were employed in the excavations with coordinates sent directly from the Vatican. MPs were not allowed into the mysterious excavation site in Tarsus. Let's scan the calendar leaves backwards. In 1982, the discovery of an old Bible in a cave in Uludere, in what was then Hakkari province, opened the mystery a little. At that time, in the mountainous parts of the region, guns were only used for hunting, and the people who found the book in the cave were just hunters passing by. By descending into the cave, they had become the triggering characters in an intriguing story that would later involve the Vatican, but they undoubtedly did not know it.
Şimdi St. Paul bence birçok açıdan çok önemli bir kere.
St. Paul is a very important man. The most important thing is that he is the person who wrote the rules of the Christian religion. So the Christian religion came into being thanks to St. Paul. Tarsus has one of the three most important universities of the time, the others being Athens and Alexandria. It also has one of the three largest libraries of the time, again with Athens and Alexandria. It was one of the most important scientific, cultural, and educational centers of the time. Here, as a continuation of the formation that came from Mitra and then turned into Stoic philosophy, these studies were always being carried out in those servants. And St. Paul started to form a new religion in Tarsus, especially with the data he received from the Stoic philosophy. Everyone is after the famous Bible of Barnabas, and we know that Barnabas the priest came to Tarsus. We also know that he took St. Paul from Tarsus and took him to Antioch. We know that they worked together for a year in Antioch. In other words, the following conclusion emerges from this information: the views of St. Paul and Barnabas are very parallel. They worked together and created some things together. Later, the followers of that church in Antioch started to be called Christians for the first time.
The alleged discovery of the Gospel of Barnabas in a cave in Turkey was enough to alarm the Vatican, the spiritual center of the Catholic world. In 2004, the Vatican wrote to the Ministry of Culture through its embassy in Ankara and requested information about the book. The Ministry of Culture investigated the issue upon the Vatican's request. After the investigations, Rome received a reply saying, "We do not have the Gospel of Barnabas."
In the year 325 AD, because there were too many Gospels in circulation and conflicting views began to emerge, especially the view of Master Arius, one of the important priests of that time, began to find many supporters, and he said, "There is only one God, Jesus Christ is his prophet, but the idea that Jesus is the Son of God is wrong." He attracted attention by saying this. And when the followers of this view began to increase, when most people began to support this idea, the issue disturbed the administrators of that time. Following these developments, the First Council of Nicaea was convened in Nicaea in 325 AD. After all the discussions and debates there, it was decided that the Gospels containing this and similar views should be destroyed, not accepted, and a new Gospel consisting of 4 Gospels should be formed. The Gospel of St. Paul is not one of these 4 Gospels. Either St. Paul was not present at the council or he too held opposing views. St. Paul could only express some of his views in his letters in the second part of the Gospels. We know that too. Now, when the subject of St. Paul is like this, and when such suspicious things are revealed in the excavation in Tarsus, in the excavation in St. Paul's hometown, I believe that either St. Paul's Gospel or the notes in which he wrote his views that make up the Gospel could have been found there. I think some evidence of this may have been found there.
Following the Uludere incident, the news that a 1,500-year-old Bible was found in the Ankara courthouse judicial depository and that the historical Bible, written in Aramaic, in which Jesus Christ gave his first sermons, was handed over to the Ankara Ethnography Museum under police custody, attracted great attention.
A centuries-old manuscript historical Bible. This Bible is 1,500 years old. A mysterious Bible written on leather in the Aramaic language used by Jesus.
It is claimed that the Bible, which is claimed to be wanted by the Vatican and worth $40 million and a photocopy of $4 million, is not the Gospel of Barnabas but a forged text.
Barnabas İncil'i, o merak edilen, aranan.
There is also the idea that the Gospel of Barnabas, which was curiously sought and rumored to have been found, is not actually the true Gospel of Barnabas because it was found very late. It also turned out that some of the information in it was contradictory. However, the fact that the Gospel of Barnabas and his views are known to be different can be explained by considering the similarity with the views of St. Paul. In other words, he too believed in the Christian religion, in one God, thought that Jesus was a prophet, but rejected the idea that Jesus was the Son of God.